Eso es solamente un clip porque para grabar batería. Hello everyone, friends, family, cousins, acquaintances, people in New York City, in Bogota, in Ecuador, in Italy, Peru, everywhere in the world.
Montañita.
Right now. Where is that, by the way?
Montañita, that's in Ecuador.
That's in Ecuador. Okay, so we're gonna give some time for people to start connecting over here, and I have the privilege to be in Houston, Texas, continuing with what we call 100 Days of Immigrants, American immigrants, or USA, or whatever. We're gonna have a definition of immigration, by the way, very, very soon. And I'm so happy to be here to take 5 minutes of your time to share a story of a good friend of mine, a client, and somebody who has impacted our lives for the better in Houston, Texas. So, needless to say, I want to let him do a little bit of introduction, but I know that most people just say, my name is, and they don't say much. So I want to let him do a little bit of introduction, and then I'm going to jump in and continue to tell a little bit of his story. So why don't you tell our audience in a Facebook Live your name, where you're from, how long you've been here, and what do you do?
Okay, well, my name is Alfredo, Soriano, a good friend of Juan Carlos since 2007. We met at a office on a building that I was working back then, and we became friends. We clicked very, very quick. I like the way he presented himself, the way he conducted his business. Very few people I know.
Real estate.
Very few people I know that I can see that. So we established a relationship very, very quick. I moved to another business, insurance business, and then I moved into real estate, and that's what I've been doing for the full time for the last 2.5 years. But I've been doing this for.
Where were you born?
Okay, I was born in New York, in Manhattan, and when I was 1 year old, my family moved back to Ecuador.
So parents from Ecuador, born in New York City, and then you moved at the age of 1 back to Ecuador.
Yes, my parents moved for good back to Ecuador, and I was raised in Ecuador. I went to school, high school in Ecuador, and then I came back in 1998 after I finished school, and I started college over there, but then I stopped over there and I moved to the States.
Now, hello Tammy, hello Sandra, hello everybody who's been joining us right now. I know it's lunchtime, so everybody's moving around. The sound is not too good, so I'm gonna get it a little bit closer because we're having a little bit of echo here. So anyhow, so we're born in New York, go back to Ecuador. In how many years since you got back to the States?
I came to the States in 1998. I came to Orlando.
Cesar.
¿Qué tal, Cesar? I came to Orlando because I had some family over there. Most of us, come whatever is easier to start, and that's why I decided to move to Orlando. Originally, I wanted to go to New York because I had a good friend of mine, but I had family in Orlando, so I decided to move where my family was, and it was a good decision because they really helped me out to get things going. So
not only you were born in the States, you went back to Ecuador to absorb all this culture, the food, the everything. As a matter of fact, let me show you something really quick. We are shooting a video here, and he's going to be cooking for us ceviche. Just wanted to show. Now, we are here in this property for one reason. Because not only we're friends, but we share, an industry which is called real estate. Real estate, but you're more into the development, you're more into the, building properties. What they call over here flipping, rehabbing a property, adding value, and put it back to the market. So how long since you went back to school, you went back to Ecuador, you obtained a bachelor's in what? In
International Affairs with a minor in economics.
In what city?
In Florida.
Florida, Orlando, if I don't remember.
Correct.
And you moved after graduation, you moved to Houston, Texas, and then you began your career as an entrepreneur. Ceviche, it's coming, baby. As an entrepreneur.
Shrimp is over there.
Yeah, we got. As a matter of fact, we're filming this video series in a property that I'm gonna give you 360 really quick. That he actually renovated. As you can see, the kitchen is amazing, beautiful. When was this property built?
This is built originally in 1948, and we remodeled it almost totally to make.
So 1948, and look what it looks like right now. Awesome. It looks really awesome. So we're gonna have a full video for YouTube. So I'm gonna be making sure that everybody knows about this industry. Goes to school, graduate, you go to become an entrepreneur. But you went to school, and I'm pretty sure you met a lot of people from all over the world in the United States.
Oh yes, definitely. When I in Rollins, the university that I went, there was immigrants mainly from Venezuela, from Peru, and from Colombia. I met a couple of guys from Ecuador. My teacher, one of my good friend teachers, Mr. Pedro, he was from Cuba, and yeah, but pretty much you know people from all over the world: Western Europe, Canada, France, Germany.
So that's one of the beautiful things of diversity. Now, how long have you been in this industry, real estate?
Well, I started in real estate in 2003, almost by mistake, just because I bought my first home where I was going to live, and it was a very old home. And I wanted to make it look nice, you know, have a very little budget. So I pretty much had to do everything myself, and I liked it. So after that, I decided to, you know, buy properties and renovated them, but not really for the purpose of a business. It was for just renting them. And then eventually it became a business, and I started doing this full time 2.5 years ago. 2.5
years. So this is one of the properties. I wish in the other documentary that we're going to be doing, the set of interviews for YouTube, we're going to be filming the entire property. I'm sorry guys, but it's off the market. It's been sold already. So too late.
Which is good.
I mean,
that's the whole purpose.
Hi Sarah, hi Ronaldo. Thank you for joining us over here. Real estate, guy from Ecuador, kicking ass over here in Houston, Texas, and impacting our lives, because not only he's doing business, he's teaching our team, you know, how to, you know, becoming part of a team to how to rehab and renovate properties. Cost, structure, permitting, funding, putting it on the market, gathering the money, all of these things we're going to be learning in the Sequence for YouTube channel. I just wanted to share with you guys a story of, well, per se an immigrant, because he, you know, migrated twice back to his, you know, motherland from parents, and then came back to homeland, which is the place you were born in New York City.
I wanted to say something real quick. You know, as an immigrant, I think it's my duty, and it should be, I think, probably most of people's duty to help other people that are in the same situation or starting some way. In my business, I try to keep in mind that everybody needs to be paid fairly, and nobody needs, you know, a bad situation, a bad work environment. So I try to do my best with the people that I work and the people that I deal with to make every day a good day. So, and I think that spreads, because once you do that to other people will take that and take it to other, you know, to their own environment, I believe. And I'm sure you work the same way, because I experience it.
Make every day a good day, and value other people's work. Meaning also pay them well. Now, our promise is to keep this as short as possible. We're going to have a full series for YouTube. Now we're going to switch to Spanish. So si hablas español, vamos a hacerlo una serie de unos 4 minutos rápidamente para compartir la historia. So we're going to be switching back to English. This is the purpose of it. Successful entrepreneur, born in New York City, in the United States, raised in Ecuador, back to the United States, kicking ass in the real estate industry, construction, development, rehabbing, and whatnot. One thing that you want to leave our audience before we leave and take off?
Have a great day and make this day count. Do the best, whatever you do, just have fun and enjoy it.
You got it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Oscar. I'm going to be switching to Spanish. Thank you so much.